Okay, so we're sharing screen. I got Zen charts. All right, so let's do the PSC. So remember, this is the face sheet. So we're going to add form. So the PSC, the Pediatric Symptom Checklist. This is part of your intake. So when you're doing this, you do this with the parent, either virtually, so on Zoom or in person. You will put your, oh, you know what? I realized, I think I started one. So let's go back to face sheet. And this is how you can see what's, what forms you have, and go to show all forms. I did. So I started one, and I'm going to delete this one here because that's the one I just did. So let's delete because that's a duplicate. Okay, so this one, yeah, this is when I started. It says ongoing. All right, so this is for Puff the dog. Great. All right, so I already put the date and the time in. Just remember, when you're putting the date and time, you'll get an error message. If for some reason you leave off the AM or PM, the error message will show here. So just remember to put in either the AM or PM, correct time format, filled out by MW. Those are my initials. Client is Puff the dog, right? And we've decided Puff the dog has some impulsivity. He's a puppy. Impulsivity stuff going on, and a little bit of separation anxiety. Howls and doesn't like to be away from mom. Okay, so when we're doing that, of course, your children, your clients are not going to be dogs, but very similar. They may have some separation anxiety. They may, who knows, but let's just, in this particular case, we got separation anxiety going on, impulsivity. So complaints of aches and pains. So we'll say sometimes. Remember, there may be some somatic complaints. Spends more time alone. Sometimes. So I'm not gonna go through every single one, but you can see daydreams too much, distracted easily. These are all challenging, right? What kid doesn't daydream and is distracted? But to the point where it's when Brett talks about the assessment and the treatment plan, how is it affecting their life in a negative way, where it's actually becoming a problem. And we'll talk about more of that when we go through the assessment. But fighting with others, absent from school, trouble sleeping, worries a lot, wants to be with you more than ever before. So you would choose sometimes never, sometimes never, sometimes never, and then select whatever gets hurt frequently, sometimes, and you'll go through this with mom or dad or caregiver. It'll be a great opportunity for them to tell you more information, which you can use for your assessment and treatment plan. So usually, it's a score approximately, depends on the kid, but I'll show you, there's a score rating in your binder so you can get an idea. So let's say I finish, then I'm gonna say, did your child have any emotional behavioral problems? So I always say yes, right? Are there any other services you like? Yes. And so I say individual and or group, treatment. And that's usually what I put in this part, but you could get more specific if you wanted to, but most of us are doing individual services. So we'll save. And then it's going to ask you for your T signature. So I believe mine's actually set up as SBT or something. So let me change it. Let me see if I can, and you want to click the drop down therapist. See if I can sign manually. Let's say this is my new signature. Okay, there's my signature. You can clear it. Let's see, signature. This is actually my signature. And then make this my stored signature. There's your stored signature. This is on your Zen chart. You probably already set this up, but if you haven't, that's how you do that, right? Sign and finalize. There you go. All right, you did your PSC. Where do we go? Back to face sheet.